Today's episode is about relaxing. This is episode 117. Yesterday we talked about fears and we talked about getting yourself calm. So today we're going to talk about how to accomplish that. Most people have a hard time relaxing. In today's world, there are so many demands upon our time, which is kind of funny because we have so many conveniences. We have fast food, microwaves, dishwashers, high energy efficiency washer and dryers. You're not sitting there washing your clothes and putting them through the wringer and hanging them up on the line and ironing them after they come down. We have permanent press. Really, no kidding. It's crazy how many conveniences we have and how busy we still are. A lot of that is because we just don't know how to relax. I have a question for you. Do you know how to relax? So you can write down in your challenge book, do I know how to relax? A lot of people say, oh, we watch a movie and we relax. Well, let me tell you, depending on what kind of movie it is, if it's an action flick or a murder mystery or, one of those wild ride kind of movies, you're not relaxing. In fact, you have as much or more adrenaline running through your body as you experience that movie as you do when you have a hard project at work or you're under pressure in a competition. I'm sorry, but that is not relaxing. I talked to someone the other day and I asked them how many books have they read. This is a person in their 70s now. And he looked at me and he said, oh, I think I read a couple books last year. I would say that's a reasonably typical response. The reason I ask that question oftentimes is because when we sit with a book, especially if it's a book that we really enjoy, we'll say a summer romance at the beach or a book, a murder mystery. I have a friend who can really relax and read murder mysteries and like the intricacies of the workings and how they figure everything out. There is something really relaxing oftentimes for every human being, it's proven, as they sit down and read. That's why a lot of people read for half an hour before they go to sleep. Their body and their mind relax and they can go to sleep more easily. If you never read, you may struggle to relax. Of course, it's all right. Occasionally you can watch no-brainer TV. I mean, I suppose for most people that's probably relaxing, but not really, because still there are all those images and all those commercial breaks that are bombarding you noisily. I was at someone's house last night. We were watching a movie on the Hallmark Channel. No kidding. The commercials are probably 1.5 to 2 times as loud as the programming. So we were sitting there trying to talk, and the commercials getting louder and louder and louder. It was insane. So I even question how relaxing that is. For a lot of people, going out to eat, having a nice meal with friends, having people over, although the getting everything straight in the house ahead of time and all the prep may not be relaxing, but having someone over, going out for a nice meal, sitting down playing a game of backgammon or a game of cards, all of those kinds of things. Those things are part of relaxing. Of course, a lot of people go on a vacation and they say they're going to relax on their vacation. And they have such a jam-packed itinerary, they couldn't relax if they had to. You need to leave some time to go to gift shops or go to antique shops if you like that kind of thing. Go to a used bookstore, go to an outlet mall. I wouldn't say that Mall of America is relaxing, having been there a number of times, but you understand what I mean. Sometimes you just have to do things way out of the normal list of activities that you participate in order that you can relax. Of course, there's no mistaking that going to the beach and lying down in the sand and just feeling the sun and listening to the surf, that's relaxing. For some people, going up into the mountains and taking a hike, I know that sounds like physical exertion, and it is. I get that part of it. But going up into the mountains, taking a hike, and sitting up on the top of a mountain, just enjoying the beauty, that's relaxing. For some people, parasailing or water skiing, even though it has physical exertion involved as well, or snow skiing, those kinds of things are relaxing. And then, of course, at the end of the day, if you're at a ski lodge, you sit down with a cup of hot chocolate and have a conversation with your friends. That's very relaxing. That's why I ask you, how are you at relaxing? If your version of relaxing is getting half-wasted because you just can't relax, then you have a problem. If your version of relaxing is another kind of sort of frantic activity, you probably have a problem with just truly relaxing. And I want to promise you this one. If you feel guilty about sitting down to read a book for an hour, then you have problems relaxing. If you cannot relax, if you can't let all that physical tension go, if you cannot settle down that massive amount of adrenaline that's constantly pumping through your veins, you're setting yourself up for health issues as you get older. That's not the body's natural state. You must come to a place where you learn how to relax. We've talked about it before. I'm going to address it with you again. Let's talk about deep breathing. You breathe in through your nose, hold your hands in an upward position. You can rest them on your knees. I can't show you that because of the table, but you just set them down on your knees and breathe in through your nose. I literally want you to feel that breath filling up your chest. You notice I can hang on to mine. I played French horn for years. I don't have to let it out. And then let that breath out. As that breath goes out, feel your body relax. It is a natural motion. I want you to do 5 of them. I want you to inhale. A lot of times it helps a lot if you close your eyes. Hold it in place for at least 5 to 10 seconds. Feel that little bit of tension your body wants to expel, your body wants to breathe, and breathe it out through your mouth and really let your body relax. If you will do that 3 times a day, if you're in the middle of a really stressful day at work, you're freaking out, you feel your body tense up, I want you to do a couple of really deep breaths. People call them cleansing breaths, other things. I don't really care what you call them. I'm not worried about what you call them. It's about getting more oxygen to the tissues and letting some of that stress right out of your body. It's amazing how much just a few deep breaths will relax you. So again, with your child and with yourself, if you have a really important meeting, I don't care if you've got to go in the bathroom to do it. Do a couple of really good 3 to 5 deep breaths prior to going in there. Have your child do a couple of really good deep breaths before he or she takes a test. Even a university student will do better on an exam if they'll do a couple of really good breaths, relax their physical body, and then attack the problem, go after the test, do the next thing that needs to go on. It makes a significant difference. That's a simple relaxation skills. I could take you through a long list of them, which I'm not going to do. That's not what I'm here for. But I will guarantee you that if you go and look on the web and if you attempt to find things about relaxing, you'll find so many things. I'm going to tell you about an interesting one that I really do like. And actually, I have a son that totally loves this one. When I was a kid, I used to go in our backyard, lay down in the grass. I mean, just spread eagled in the summertime, not making snow angels. Spread out my arms, spread out my legs, and I would do it in the littlest top I could find and shorts, which I don't wear them anymore, but as a kid I wore them a lot. And feel the grass. Feel the grass on my arms. Feel the grass on my legs. Feel the breeze, if I could find one, that would blow across my body. Feel the sun touch my face and my skin. I really loved it. He does something similar even now as an adult. Every morning, he goes outside and stands barefooted in the grass with a t-shirt on so he can feel the sun and the wind. And he stands out in his yard and he just feels himself in the middle of the outdoors. He calls it grounding. I don't really care what you call it. But there is something that when we're in the middle of all the concrete and all the noise and all the busyness of life, that we regain when we just go outside for 5 to 10 minutes and feel the earth and feel the things of the earth, and it just does help us to relax. So if you never go outdoors, you're like, oh, I can't stand bugs and I don't have time for that and that's ridiculous. I want to encourage you to go spend a little bit of time in nature. All of our electronics, all of our noise, all of our constant bombardment, it is not healthy for us. All right. If you're one of those people who has your phone in your hand 24 hours a day, somebody the other day they said, "Boy, I can't believe it. I fell asleep with my phone in my hand." Well, I believe it because I know a lot of people that do it. Put it down, leave it home, go for a walk in the woods, go stand out in the backyard, go to the park and push your kids on the swings, or even better yet, you get on the swings, let them learn how to pump their legs and swing themselves on the swings, go down the slide, laugh, go to the kiddie pool or the kiddie park. I mean, I want you to relax. It's amazing how much stress and, yes, fear can be alleviated if you just learn how to relax. Let's talk about relaxing with your kids for a minute. One of the things I used to love to do with my kids, and frankly, when I'm with them, I still do it, as well as my grandsons, is to rub their backs, rub their feet, sometimes even rub their hands. It's very relaxing. We all know that. Many of us, we can't afford to go to massage therapy. We're not going to take our kids. I used to rub my grandson's feet every single night before he'd go to sleep. He loves to have his feet massaged, and he still does. So whenever we're together, he'll take off his shoes and socks, and he'll go wash his feet, and he'll come back and he'll go, "Granny, please rub my feet. Please rub my feet." It's very relaxing to have your feet rubbed. If you will rub your child's back or rub their feet purposefully, they will learn how to relax. And the great news is, as they get a little bit older, you can say to them, "Would you rub my feet?" They might not do it as long and they might not do it as well, but over time they will get better. So I can honestly say that when my kids were teenagers, a couple times a week probably, they would rub my feet. As a nurse, I was on them all the time and they ached, and my kids got pretty good at that. So it is really relaxing to share that with your children. Of course, it's really relaxing to share that with your mate as well. So you need to build in those moments and those times of relaxation in your life. When you learn to relax, you are showing affection and appropriate care for yourself. When you relax with your family, you are showing affectionate and care for them. And especially when you learn as a parent to just relax. Instead of always being nervous and always frantic and always blah, 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 relax. It makes you a better parent. It makes you a calmer parent. It makes you a lot more fun to be around. And your children see and learn the value of relaxing. In life, it is very difficult to have balance. If you are an incredibly hardworking human being, and many of us are, you need to aim to be an incredibly capable human being at relaxing. You can't relax as many hours as you have to work. I get that. As a parent, you have so many responsibilities, it's hard to have an equal balance. But make sure that you are devoting time, and as odd as it may sound, energy, a commitment level to relaxation in your life. And let your children see it. Let your children appreciate and develop a sense of how important it is to relax. It will help you handle and even sometimes overcome fear. It will definitely help you handle stress in a much more productive way. It will make a significant difference in most of your relationships because when we're relaxed, we're not nearly as grumpy, and especially if we relax an hour or so before bedtime, we sleep better, and the better you sleep, the better your life is. So there are many, many reasons why you need to commit yourself to having time to relax. I hope this has been really helpful to you as a parent today. I really hope and pray that you're having a great adventure with your kids and your family. Please feel free to send me an email or give me a comment or a question below, and I will look forward to seeing you again soon on Paint a Beautiful Picture. You may find additional information on our paintabeautifulpicture.com website. Additionally, you may watch me on Rumble And you may also listen to a podcast on Buzzsprout or Spreaker, all under the name Paint a Beautiful Picture. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. You may subscribe, and if you are interested in receiving notifications, please hit the notifications button.